All right, man. Here's why I think that this can be the secret hidden weapon. And this will be the reason why. Because we have a big physical back. I mean, Jordan Mason's about, what is it, 5'11, 223 pounds. He's kind of like an every down back if you think about it. He kind of has some solid speed. He has great bursts. I mean, if you check out his offseason workouts during the season, everybody was praising about this guy. Everybody was hyping this kid. Like, he was catching balls off the backfield. He was making some good runs here and there. And then we saw some of that in the preseason. He looked pretty outstanding. Like, he was so good in preseason that we cut Trey Sermon. We cut JaMycal Hasty. And what's even crazy, that we even kept him throughout the roster. And the only question mark that everybody was wondering is like, why do we even keep this guy if we're not going to even play this guy? So it kind of gave me the question mark, there's something special about this kid. Like, you don't just keep a guy on the roster for no reason. He's got to have some special ability. So the fact that Elijah Mitchell is going to miss some time, it does open the door for him to have some opportunities. So if you look at his statistics, okay, his first carry in the lead, he had 7 yards. Not bad. The rest of the other games, I think he had about, 3 carries for 11 yards or something like that. Or I don't know how much he had. But if I'm remembering correctly, the last game he played was the Saints. So he had about 5 carries for 25 yards. Average is about 5 yards a carry. So can you imagine what we can do with this kid? Very little game samples. I think it can only get better if we give this kid a chance. I am intrigued by this because he's an unknown factor. Because you don't know what to expect. Are the Dolphins going to have an answer for this kid? Because you know what? When you think about it, the media is even saying that we might have regret trading Jeff Wilson. Do I think it's a regrettable trade? We'll find out this Sunday against the Dolphins. I do think that if Jordan Mason plays really good, I think everybody's going to forget about Jeff Wilson because he's a perfect example of a system running back. Ever heard of Matt Breida? He hasn't been the same since he left us. I mean, Raheem Mostert, he's a perfect example of a guy who could never stay healthy, but he did excel under our system. I mean, there are plenty of running backs who come and go in Kyle Shanahan's system. You can become a fucking Pro Bowl. You can become a star in his system, bro. He makes it so fucking simple for you guys to succeed. So can you imagine what he can do with a guy like Christian McCaffrey, who's already an established star, bro? You get somebody like Elijah Mitchell, bro. This guy was a 6th round draft pick. But now you get a kid like Jordan Mason and Ty Davis Price. That the jury is still there, but we got to see what he can do as a rookie going forward because he's only played like maybe about 2 games and didn't do too much effective, but we'll see how it goes from there. But like I said, bro, Jordan Mason, I think there's something special about him. You don't just keep this guy on the roster throughout the season unless you see something in this kid. So you're telling me that you're going to keep him over a guy like Trey Sermon that you spent a 3rd round pick. You traded 2 4th round picks for this guy. But then you decided to keep an undrafted rookie running back. You got to be kidding me, right? It's crazy. JaMycal Hasty, the most difficult running back we had a hard time cutting. We chose to keep Jordan Mason over him. Like, Jordan Mason could be a dark horse, bro. This guy could be a sleeper. Undrafted or not, bro, they really like this kid. And I think what's going to happen is this Sunday, I got a gut feeling that Jordan Mason's going to have a breakout game. I think he's going to have something somewhere close to 100 yards. He'll probably get a touchdown. He'll probably make a difference as a pass blocker. The reason why he hasn't had much playing time early in the season was because they wanted him to work on his pass blocking. And that's what's probably going to make a difference. Because they don't just put everybody on the field, bro, you have to be able to fucking block under Kyle Shanahan's system. And that's how successful you can be, bro. If you're not a willing blocker, bro, you ain't going to be on the fucking field. And even for players like Ty Davis Price, bro, he has to have a good contribute on special teams and be a fucking good pass blocker. And if you can't block, bro, you ain't going to be on the field. So I think that's why Jordan Mason is getting more opportunities now, because he's catching on, bro. He's learning his role. You got to block, and then you'll play. Plain and simple. But I think that's going to be the interesting factor. This kid's going to be up to speed. This kid's going to surprise people, bro. This is our hidden secret weapon, and the league's going to find out. You're going to get the beast that they call Jordan Mason, the mini Marshawn Lynch. This guy's going to make the Dolphins pay for this, bro. We got other weapons, bro. We can make any running back look good. Jordan Mason's going to be another guy. I guarantee you that. And as always, go Niners.